Welcome back to another live stream here on twitch.tv/Asumo. We have bananas in chat. The peeps are letting me know that we're live, and I thank you all for the bananas and noises in my ear. I'll also let you know all the stuff that I fixed the other day seems to have broken again. I don't know why. I don't know why these settings would have saved. I mean, what's going on? So uptime needs fixing. There we go. And now playing needs fixing. Despite already having done this. Okay, that's weird. Done. Okay, fix those things. Hopefully there's no more fixing to be done. You know, I'm not supposed to be fixing stuff. All of that's supposed to be done between streams. Peeps, I'm on the new rig. And we're streaming properly for the first time on the new rig, so we can expect some errors, but I didn't expect the ones that I already fixed to be a problem. Are we getting herky-jerkiness? Do I have Schematica on? Yeah. So the herky-jerkiness is probably... Oh no, it's not rendering. Kind of look like the other screen was a bit herky. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm just worrying. Yellow Harold says, new rig hype indeed. Peeps, I've got my other account on. I'm sorry, my other computer on, and I thought that we could do a time lapse. I'm going to TP my camera account to me while we stream, because what I'm going to do is take down a lot of the ceiling and make sure there's no spawnable spaces left in this area. So what we'll do is we'll plant a camera account on here and do this together, you know. Anyway, noises in the ear. Shocking is here subscribing. Winnie T Ford has subscribed to Amazon Prime. Orf Lin has resubscribed for 2 months. Miyataki has resubscribed for 30 months. Manex Boy has resubscribed for 26 months, saying bananas. And Niku Buena has subscribed for 7 months, saying thanks for 7 months, X. Keep up the inspiring Minecraft content. Thank you to all of you. I appreciate your support ever so much as always. And Ian Dakibro has resubscribed for 5 months. Thank you ever so much, Ian. And Randy Nicole has resubscribed. Randy Nicole with the new brand spanking new emerald face. And I didn't update the text from golden to emerald. Let's make a little note. Sweet. There's always something you miss. Yes, we've added a new button in chat. Randy, can you put your name in chat? Can you say hello and show off the elusive, the one and only, the emerald face? Thank you, Randy, as always, for your support. Appreciate all you do here. Right, so I'm going to adjust my other screen quickly so I can swap sources to my other computer. I've got another mouse and keyboard here. We're getting all technical now. Except it's telling me there's no signal. Oh, that is not the way to get started. Okay, oh, wonderful. Right, now I've got it. Okay, so I need to... Oh, this is kind of tricky. I've got to use the keyboard and it's all the way over here. I'm just going to maneuver my camera account into a position and then we'll start doing some stuff. Man, the hub looks glorious. The hub is looking glorious. So we want to take down this section of roof just here, I think is what we're going to do. Let's press F1 and then to record, I'm going to have to Alt-Tab. I'm a bit worried my mouse keeps moving and something's going to jerk it at some point. So, OBS, please start recording. OBS is recording, peeps. And we are now ready for time-lapse action. And I'm going to put my phone on the ground so it doesn't mess anything up. Let's bring chat back onto my other screen. I think it'd be cool if I had like a virtual monitor on like a window layer that plugs into the other computer. I want to see if that's possible. That sounds like an amazing thing. MacNot89 is here subscribing, resubscribing even, saying nice to catch you live after work, watching back all of your live streams. Glad to have you with us live today. Thank you for your 10 months of support. And to anyone watching, you know, live streams are probably going to happen every day this week on Hermitcraft. I've just got a lot of stuff to get done on here. I realised that by playing other games, I wasn't really going to find the time to properly do the projects. At least, you know, I can always get them done, but I didn't want them to take forever. So I figured, rather than do Astroneer, which we had problems with, for the rest of this month, we are most likely just going to do Hermitcraft and keep on top of it. Good old Hermitcraft 4, says Dirgelop. That was a good old season, wasn't it? That was a season I'm very fond of. So one of the important things we've got to do is make this hub spawn-proof as we go. I have had too many ghasts spawning in and around these areas, and so what we're going to do is take down these walls and get rid of all the spawnable spots. That is kind of the plan. Cuplex says, lol, he hasn't noticed. What, like you expect me to know? Oh! Okay. What, like you expect me to notice things? Like you expect me not to just randomly walk off a roof and almost fall to my death? What do you think this is? No! No, we do not want you shooting it. Where's my bow? This is why I am building or removing buildings where ghasts can spawn. Okay, this is why. Peeps, because they blow stuff up. Oh, do they blow stuff up? Okay, let's pick up... Ah, I can hear him shooting. Let's pick up these slabs. Oh, they could hit our precious concrete. I need these slabs to do things like that. Fill in some holes. X, your music is kind of loud, says Jinx Honey. Shouldn't be that. Okay. Oh no, I'm standing still. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Okay, you're caught in the lava. I'll see what's going on here. Try and blow it up, will ya? So I don't know who built this, but they need to. This needs slabbing. So we'll get in here and do just that. Wonderful. This needs slabbing. Oh, what is going on here? All sorts of temporary janky staircases that ain't slabbed. Okay, so we'll put the slabs going up to this bit. Alright, and then we'll get rid of this cobble. Sweet. We got noises in the ear from Sasliv12, who is subscribing. Thank you, Sasliv12. Hamstap85 is here doing cheers, throwing bits, saying doctors say you're low on potassium. Catching a sumo stream. I mean, is there some sort of joke there that I'm not understanding? Low on potassium? I don't get it, but I like it. Thank you for the support ever so much. Also, Lizzie Bess is also here doing cheers and throwing bits. Thank you, Lizzie. Lizzie says, those hermits, so messy. Are you the maid or are you a member? I think I'm both. I think I'm the Hermitcraft maid. Now, that might possibly lead to some sort of fan art. Assume we're wearing a little maid costume. Geez, please don't. It's not my style. Oh, thank you, Lizzie. I appreciate it. We also got Marilyn Miner resubscribing for 35 months. Is that an emerald? No, it's almost an emerald face. Marilyn, you have an emerald face. The new, the elusive, the exclusive. Have a look at Randy in chat, the emerald face. That's what it is. Thank you so much for your support. Marilyn says it should be a Cinderella outfit. Let's not get carried away here. Okay? There'll be no outfits. I'm just cleaning up. That's all I'm doing. I'm being a good citizen. Being a good citizen of the server and starting to tear down these walls. Mr. Gorbachev? Tear down this wall. Okay, we'll get rid of more of this. Potassium is bananas, says Fiddler. Ah, gotcha. Lots of potassium in bananas. I do like bananas myself. So this doesn't lead anywhere, but since it's made out of slabs, we'll chop off a bit of it and just leave it there. At least it looks semi-neat, you know. Neatness is good. I just really want to get rid of these spots where the ghasts spawn. I need to turn up my my own earphones here. Jeez, I cannot keep up with these noises today. Peeps, at some point in the chat, I will be able to read you, okay? Did that sentence make any sense? One day we might know, but not today. Alright, James Drew, 27. 35 months, ladies and gentlemen. Whew! These emerald faces, they're rolling in. I add a new rank and immediately Sally Ann, we got Sally Ann in chat as well with the emerald face. Immediately the emerald faces start turning up. I see how it is. I see how it is. Thank you so much for the support. Sonic Wins, 16 months, saying 16 months up. I appreciate you ever so much. Thank you as always, peeps, for the tremendous support here on the live stream. Screaming Monk is doing cheers and throwing those bits, saying cheer to cheer, cheer, cheer. Looking forward to the new hub view, sir. Me too, man, me too. But it is going to take some work. It is going to take some absolute work to get there. And that's why I'm streaming a lot now. I realized, hey, there's these big things that I'm always talking about getting done, and too much of tomorrow, you know? Sometimes you've got to realize, hey, that thing that I'm like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. No one's going to do it for you. You've got to do it today. So here I am. We're going to work on this, and we're going to work on my base. Probably going to start work on the ceiling in there. And again, probably going to record and do time-lapsey type stuff. So hopefully this double PC setup will work out. I mean, I literally just thought of this earlier today. It kind of dawned on me, oh, I could load up the second computer and use that for recording, right? And I've got no idea how I'm going to get the files from one computer to another. One thing I do have, though, is a handy little SATA and power connection thing to USB. So I can unplug the drive from my computer and plug it into my new one via USB. Does mean I've got to open up the case of the old one, but I see you over there. It's a potential way to get it done. Or I could transfer it over the network. I haven't set that stuff up yet. I deliberately brought a TP-Link with, was it version 6 of the Ethernet? So I could fast transfer files between computers. And I have never really used that too much, to be completely fair. I should be doing this with a beacon, shouldn't I? And there it is in, like, literally, I think beacon, I look at chat and Cuplex is saying, please get a haste beacon. I mean, great minds think alike, right? Cuplex is thinking, no, I don't derp. I don't do these silly things. We've got FW Games, resubscribing for 5 months in a row, saying hi X. Thank you, FW Games, I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. We got IB Zibel, Bub, the devil, resubscribing for 5 months, saying only 5 months, but it's been a great 5. Thanks, X. Appreciate you. Thank you for your support. And your 5 months, of course. Is Season 4 a fixed point in time, says Steel. I guess Season 4 is. Because, I mean, it took place between 2 points of time that won't happen again. Unless we do like an old school world tour, right? Like Season 3 every now and then, all of a sudden, world tour. Like we did at Christmas. I imagine next Christmas we'll probably tour Season 1 or something like that, I don't know. Around Christmas we usually do a tour video of an old season. And then we used to have the time-lapse videos as well, but those are definitely no more thanks to YouTube's amazing copyright system and the absolute pain in the bum it was. Like if I'm going to make a time-lapse compilation at this point, it's like a week of downtime. I'm not being a derp fiend, but that's got to be a derp, says Eugene Trash. I've got no idea to what you're referring to. That's potentially a sign that either it's a mega derp or that you are definitely a derp fiend. I don't know. I don't know who to blame. I'll blame myself. Sass9602 is here, gifting a sub to Astellian for 15 months. Astellian, thank you as always for moderating and coming to these streams, making them a better, safe place for all the peeps. And thank you to Sass9602 for supporting the community here. Appreciate it. Hunter says, I wish I could sub though, I can't, makes me sad. Don't be sad, Hunter, I appreciate anyone coming by to watch. Not everyone can sub and that's absolutely fine. All of y'all watching are appreciated. Badger says, okay, I take it back, he's trolling. No, I have no idea. What is this derp? What is this derp? Wobsonator has resubscribed for 28 months. Wobsonator, thank you ever so much. I appreciate your continued support and I hope you enjoy the stream. Check the stream name X, you derp, says Mickey's gun. Did I now? I can't see my stream name on my screen when I'm streaming, so I don't know what exactly I did wrong, but, you know, I'm sure it's not the end of the world. Maybe it is. Cuplex says, okay, he is a derp. We knew that. We knew that already going into this. So this is Hermitcraft 4. Wait, so why are people talking about Hermitcraft 4? I don't know. Scarcasm says Cuplex. Copyright Scar. Right, I think what I'm going to do for the sake of my time lapse is create a bit of a diagonal here, because it's probably going to look pretty boring. And then we'll chop down the walls on this side, move the camera somewhere else, and set up a haste beacon this time. Goodness me, we need a haste beacon. I might not even have a spare beacon, you know. Oh, Marilyn, thank you. Apparently I made a typo. Well, you know, typos happen. Typos happen. Sometimes you've got to type fast because you're behind schedule, you know. I was supposed to start the stream at 5:30, but... you know, I don't know, like, what way around this is working, but I'm trying to not get stressed out and be like, I have to do this thing on this time. I'm trying to take it easy a little bit more. And I think by doing so, I feel less stressed out. But I'm pretty sure I also go a little bit slower, which might just be a good thing. You know? Okay, there's clearly another hermit in the area. Clearly another one. Real Fally in chat says, assume approven the lord of streaming from Hermitcraft 4. Hey, we streamed a lot from Hermitcraft 4. That is a thing that we definitely did. Stream a lot of it. Hermitcraft's always great for streaming. There's always something to be done on Hermitcraft, you know. The game is never complete. You can buy beacons from Iskal's store, says FW Games. Yes, is Beacon Store. I'll see if I got one. If not, that thing's probably going to come in handy. Alright, the noises are in the air, and I'm probably behind on them, aren't I? Nuclear Chili is here subscribing. Nuclear Chili, thank you for your subscription. We also got the Ozim resubscribing for 13 months. Thank you, the Ozim. I appreciate your support. Sleepy Peanuts here for 15 months, saying, hey X, 15 months, enjoying your derps already. Time flies. Nice, looking forward to the next 15. The next 15! Someone is committed to derpology. That's what we're calling it now, peeps. It's hereby known as derpology. And don't apologise for being a derp, because it kind of rhymes with apology. No, okay, that was a really bad joke. I'll admit, that was pretty bad. But that's just one of the features of my streams, right? Pants jokes. Everyone likes a pants joke from time to time, right? Okay, so this is possibly active and in use, but as you can see, pigment and gas will spawn on all of this stuff, so we need to get rid of it, basically. If we're going to have little pathways everywhere, they need to be spawn-proofed. This is one janky pathway, I will say. Sweet! Right, getting this bit done. That's a regular zombie. You're in the wrong dimension! What are you doing in this one? Goodbye, Pigman. Okay, that'll pretty much do for now. That'll pretty much do. And we've got another noise in here. I can't keep up. Jimmy2901 has subscribed. Now, why is there not a bunch of months next to that name? That doesn't make any sense. Twitchy Twitchy. Thank you, Jimmy, as always. GZartar, butchered the name, has subscribed. Thank you ever so much for your subscription. A Mike Amelia has subscribed. And Kuum HG, all subscribing. Thank you, peeps, for the tremendous support. Boss Bro in chat, thank you for the lovely message. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Hey, so you're going to play some of the walls for your hub? Yes, we will do that in this stream as well. We're going to be doing a lot of this, right? Hanging out together. I got subjects and topics that I wanted to talk about on stream, and there's nothing better than grinding for doing that. But right now, none of those are coming to my brain space, you know? I've had things that I've been thinking about. I could tell you about a smoothie I made. You know, I made this smoothie that was sort of half disgusting, half amazing. It's quite a beautiful story about fresh ingredients and not so fresh ingredients and a swamp-looking smoothie. Can we get some smoothie hype? Zio Sabas says, smoothie. I love smoothies. I love fruit smoothies, but for me they're a little bit indulgent. They do cram a lot of sugar, but it's the good type. It's fructose, and you've got all those vitamins and minerals with your fruits as well. So fruits are good. Trying to make them a little leaner. Trying to make them finding like the right balance of ingredients to get that good taste, good enjoyable taste, and not so much sugary or. See, I don't just make it only fruit. I mix in stuff like Alpro yogurt, and that stuff has additives, and trying to get like the unsweetened stuff in there. Trying to mix in some other things like kale. Everyone's hype about that kale, right? Oh, heard so many good things about that. I think kale is similar to spinach. It's just in no way bad for you. Really easy to digest, low on calories, very healthy food with lots of good stuff inside of it, right? I love spinach. I had a sag paneer the other day, and it was the tastiest spinach I'd ever ate in my life. I was eating it, I was thinking, if I'd have known how nice this was going to be, I would have ordered 5 of these. It was that nice. Let's catch up on these noises in the ear, and then I'll tell you, I know you're excited. I know I've got you suspended here now. You're like putty in my hands. You want to know about this movie? No, you don't. You don't care. But I'll tell you about it in a minute. We got Triangular Bish resubscribing for 3 months, saying, spending my day off with horrible sinus infection. Kettle and slippers are on, and now perfectly timed stream. So sorry to hear sinus. That means like eyes, nose, sort of facial region, right? That's such an American thing, sinus infection. I never really quite hear that over here. Sorry to hear you're ill. I hope you get better soon, of course, and hope the stream helps in some sort of way. Appreciate your support. We got Kayan here subscribing, Amazon Prime, and Cadden90 also using the Amazon Prime subscription. Thank you, peeps. Appreciate you using the Prime on me, and of course hope you enjoy the stream. Feel like these blocks are going to waste, Maybe I could just go dump them off in the chest over there. Human Monkey says, oh my god, go get a beacon. We'll get a beacon after I've done the first phase of the time lapse, just because I don't want to add. Well, I guess I could edit it out. See, I'm not a fan of doing that because it requires me remembering, and I'm not good at remembering where and when and what to edit. So I'd rather just, I think I would save myself more time by just sticking to what I'm doing now than having to figure it out in editing later. Which might sound strange, but if you make videos, you will probably understand what I'm talking about. Goodness, this is why we gotta slab everything! Get out of here, scamp! Oh. 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 I forgot to put the slabby jabs. I needed to keep the slabby jabs is what I'm trying to say. They needed to be kept. Now these ones here can be kept. What we're getting rid of here will just stop things spawning on it. Okay, so Stowe Hilt has subscribed with Amazon Prime for 2 months, saying loving a grind X. Glad you're loving it because the grind needs to get done. We got to put in that work. You know what I'm saying? We also got Nicole Love here, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much for your support. To everyone, appreciate it as always. This hurts, X, you need a beacon. What do you mean this hurts? You're not doing the digging, I'm doing the digging, and I'm enjoying myself. Okay? So if I'm enjoying myself, how can this possibly hurt? Anyway, I know, look, I'm looking in chat, there's a gazillion people asking about this movie. Actually, there's no one. Yellow Howard says, do you have medicine against the common cold in the UK? Yeah, you're supposed to take antibiotics, right? But the problem with the common cold is that it just changes. It's a virus that adapts, or it's a series of viruses, and one of the reasons it adapts so well is because people don't actually finish taking medication. Whenever you're prescribed medication, make sure you take the full dosage. If you don't and you get better and you haven't continued to take the full dosage, it could be that the virus adapts because it wasn't fully killed off. And there's a lot of fear-mongering about like superbugs and things like this where our antibiotics will eventually fail to do the work, right? But I've also heard like stories about super antibiotics, and it strikes me as one of those things as, we'll probably figure it out with technology, it seems like. But hey, I'm a medical professional. I'm definitely qualified to talk about this kind of subject, Take my word for it, 100% truth going on over here. Oh, I was going to mention something else. Yeah, I don't like to take medicine. I like to stick things out or whatever. What do you say? Like sit it out? No, that's not the expression. I like to put up with it. Like if I got a headache, I'd rather drink lots of water and put up with it than take antibiotics or What was it? See, I don't know the names of the stuff because I never take it. I was going to say perspirant. Antique. No, I got like a mixture of words in my head, and they won't formulate into anything that makes sense. Antiperspirant is like deodorant. It begins with P. The word paracetamol, says Big D Tiny. Thank you. Thank you. Paracetamol, that's the one. Yeah, I never take paracetamol. I mean, I have every now and then something will happen where like, okay, this is a bit bad, you know, but most of the time I just try and put up with stuff, you know. Aspirin is another one, yeah. Oh, yeah, well done, chat. That must have been the other one that I had. I didn't know that was the other one, but I'm going to take it now. Oh, no, hi. Failing to do simple things. Yep, I noticed that. Okay, and I think we'll shimmy out a little bit more of this wall, and then we'll probably be good. We'll go get the beacon sorted. You know, because some of y'all complaining. Ibuprofen is another one, yep. That's another one of those ones that I just don't bother with. So we got noises in the ear. We got pavement thumper. Pavement thumper. I like it. Just thumping the pavement. Don't mind me. My knuckles are a little bit sore. Gavin 1 Miller subscribing with the Amazon Prime as well. Thank you ever so much for using your Prime subscription on me. And we got Smartin 1018 for 33 months saying, I feel like I've shared this one already, but here you go again. Yeah, it's the month of Twitch Be Twitchy with their new subscription service, so we can blame it on that, Smartin. That's what we can blame it on. Smoothie hype, says UDM Trash. Don't need a beacon, just use beds, says Beard Thor. How would beds help me mine faster? I do not know. I do not understand this voodoo magic wizard. Wizardry, even. Someone says, cool tango, cool Ren Dog. Let's just drown the genuine cool mumbos with like cool Lincoln, cool Kennedy, cool Roosevelt. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me. So this smoothie that y'all really want to know about, okay? Okay, stop going on about the smoothie in chat. I'll tell you now. Goodness me, you lot are excited for a smoothie. So I decided to make one with kale. I made a good one with kale last week. It was alright. Now the kale is so difficult to chop up, even in a blender. Mix it with water, it's still very kind of like grainy. And so when you drink the smoothie, there's like a bit of chewing that goes on with it. And I like that, actually. I think the texture of it's like probably off-putting to some, but I'll embrace it. And, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's a good old smoothie. So kale smoothies, kind of alright. Then I thought, let's play around with the ingredients a little bit. So the next one that I do, I put in mango, something that begins with P, and I can't remember the name of it. Like, it's like a mango-y type thing. It's not a pineapple. I also put pineapple in, put in banana, and then I put in some avocado as well. Now, the banana that I put in was sort of, you know when a banana is green and yellow and there's no brown dots on the outside, that's when I like to eat a banana, just before it goes sort of to that medium ripeness. And then also you get bananas where they've got brown dots on the outside, and on the inside they're a little less sort of slimy, and they become a bit drier. They were like at the end of that. They were well and truly ripe for eating and probably about to get beyond my taste. So I thought, you know, like, what's this going to be like in a smoothie? Is it going to go off in a few days or something? And then I did the avocado, right? Because I put an avocado in it as well. And goodness me, did that bump up the calories. That stuff is healthy fat, but it is a lot of fat to put into a smoothie, because I put 2 of them in. Anyway, when you get avocados, right, I think it's similar to bananas. I like them on the just before ripeness kind of side, because this avocado had some brown spots on it, which means it's pretty much, you know, going to go off in the next few days. Now, the smoothie was thick, it was lumpy, and boy oh boy did it have a lot of taste, a lot of different flavours in there, and you could taste the avocado and the kale, and it was pretty crazy, but I kind of liked it. But at the same time, I was also thinking, like, the banana and the avocado kind of felt like close they were going off, and then after a day of it being in the fridge, I pull out and have another one, it still tastes good. But then third day, now some of the smoothie has gone brown, but it still tastes absolutely fine. And I'm thinking, man, is this like the avocado? Even though I've mixed it up and the banana as well, it's gone off, right? It's literally gone off. So anyway, that's me and my smoothie adventures. Why am I not using this pick? I'm supposed to be using this one. Cartoon Yarl says, Asuma seems like a very healthy person. First yoga, now smoothies. Well, it wasn't just yoga. I've done cycling. I do regular running and weightlifting. I am all about health. Health has just like been the most amazing like medicine for the mind and for just being in your own body. Like, you know, I've lived unhealthily, eating junk food and not exercising and doing whatever, and like when you haven't been exposed to the opposite, that kind of feels normal and it feels like crazy. Why would you exercise? Like, what a waste of time. But my goodness me, do I enjoy it. Like doing anything to like further your health, I just enjoy it every day. Like it makes you feel good to be in good shape and to be able to do whatever it is that's needed of you, you know. Alright, so I think I'm done with my time lapse. That means it's time to get ourselves... Oopsie, press the right button. Okay. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. What a derp. Okay, come on now. Come on now, monitor. Oh, what is it doing? What is it doing? Okay, I'm swapping to my other computer. And we can end our recording there. For now. That was good. Half an hour of that done. The time lapse won't look too interesting. Okay, I definitely think getting some sort of like virtual monitor set up on this computer would be a really cool way to use the second computer for recording. Right, we will drop off some of these blocks. Apparently I am still picking them up. We will go get a beacon sorted out. And then who knows what. Also, I don't really know where to put the beacon other than maybe where Impulse's gold farm is, sort of. This is going to be tricky to set up a beacon in the Nether. You've got to do a bit more work than usual. Sir Prowl says, face reveal at 1 billion subs. Face reveal at 1 billion subs is agreed. How much do you speed your time lapses by usually, or is it to fit a time limit to mine? Oh, it just depends. It's a whole editing thing. It's like, what song am I using? How much like time do I want to fill up? That's generally based on like, what is this episode about, right? Like I've done some heavy time-lapse building stuff recently. I've just realised something. Impulse set up a hole to get to his farm, and I think I might have covered or filled it in the way up. So that looks like a way to Impulse's farm, right? So we should probably actually rip this back out. Yeah, this looks like the same sort of area. Let's make a reasonable size. Oh, we've got a ghast over there. Brilliant. Need to put down more torches up here. Cool. And now we need to get up there, right? Woo! Ah! And I fell down. Ender pearl? I got an ender pearl. Oh! What the heck? Why did I didn't even move! That's how you do it. That was like a professional that time. We got noise in the ear from Zeoziba, who's resubscribed for 2 months, saying, now this is a smoothie stream. It is a smoothie stream indeed. And Tom CD1 is here for 23 months. Thank you ever so much, Tom CD. Appreciate it. 1 month to 2 years, indeed. The diamond face. The diamond face is what ye will have. Emilou Dido says dizzying. It is a bit dizzying, isn't it? Okay, so we want to, you know, put a beacon somewhere down there. The best way to probably take care of this is to put a bit of TNT up there. Let's just check. Oh, do you know what? The gold farm, some of it is made with glass. Okay, so if we're in that sort of closeness. Whoa, hello wings. If we're in that sort of closeness to the farm, I think we're going to hit the glass. So we want to get it on the closer side, right? Now I don't know if that there has the thing above it. Right, what are we looking at? Minus 59, minus 75. Minus 59, minus 75. Minus 59, minus 75. Well, that was easy. Okay, so that might be our beacon block. We don't want things spawning on here. Goodness me, no we don't. So we'll put that right there. Starry Eyes, 313 has resubscribed for 19 months in a row. Starry Eyes, thank you ever so much for your resubscription. It is appreciated. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Okay, let's go put some materials away, then grab the old ender chest again. Does the tree glitch for destroying bedrock still work? Because it would be much easier to fly up there if more bedrock was gone. It does not, unfortunately. That one was patched a while ago. Okay, valuables. I think you need more than 2, and we got enough for a beacon. So we've got to take a trip and buy another stack of those. Right, so quick trip to the shopping area, and then we'll go set up a beacon. And it's probably going to be out of range of where we're digging, which would just be typical. How to break bedrock then, says a dumped uniform. I think it was done using sticky pistons. Got enough with iron plus diamond blocks, says Albert Trud. But who would use diamond blocks in a nether full of ghasts shooting at you? Wait, this is the spot. This is the spot. Huh! Ugh. Now with sound effects. Okay, there we go. Yes, please. Thank you very much. How many diamonds has Tango got over here? Quite a few, by the looks of it. A few more in there. Cool. Does the piston with a face thing still work, says Albor? I believe so. I believe so. I believe that it does. Elytra grunts as always, says Badger. Always with those Elytra grunts. Rel just says, no stupid verification mode that doesn't work because twitching is broken. No following for X amount of time because screw you for not coming here earlier. You just chat, question mark. I have been blessed by the Minecraft stream gods on this day. I have no idea what that was about. I'm not sure if you're angry or happy, but I hope it's the better one. Call Asuma, says Anton. Look, we're not calling Asuma, alright? Every stream I do, call up Asuma. Jeez, you lot. Oh. Right, let's head over here. No, there. I was like, that's not the spot. That's not the spot. This is the spot. Right, now what we need to do... Okay, it's very important that we climb the staircase and jump onto that block that we just placed. Defense041 is here, resubscribing. For 36 months, Defense, thank you so much for 36 months, I appreciate that. That is an emerald face in chat. Can we get some emerald face in chat hype? I can't just fall down, I've got to place the base. Place the base. Sounds like a weird hook from like a 90s song. Like featuring Vanilla Ice. Isn't there that Ace of Base song? Oh, now my mind is ticking over with 90s things. Go away, 90s. You were decades ago. You had your moment. Cool Evil X says hello, gaming. Cool Evil X. He's banned from the server, peeps. Jeez. Okay, before I forget, got to place the 3 on either side, bring them all the way up so we know exactly where the centre is. Maybe maybe we do a quick check and put the beacon down now. Come on. Come on! How are you... maybe when I was up there I didn't actually like consider the block that I was looking at to be... Yeah, I probably just didn't check like what was below my feet as well, so... Oh, come on! Don't make me fly and then fall down. Ugh! Okay, there we go. Kind of looks like that's our beacon. Or maybe the next... No, that's our beacon! That's our beacon, peeps! That is our beacon. We've got a beacon in the Nether. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm not sure if it was worth the time to put it up, but hey, here we are. Let's row. Let's roll with the thing, the flow. That makes so much sense. So much sense is what not does it make these sentences beautiful. Emma, Lou, Dido is here doing the cheers, throwing the bits. Saying, will you be joining Doc and Ren at Download? Couldn't help but think of when they were chatting about music festivals. I have no plans to meet them at Download. I'm supposed to go to Download this year, but it's one of those things where I keep putting off buying my ticket or figuring out my plans. You know, I have indecisive friends who don't know if they're going or not, so I don't know when I'm buying my ticket or not. But I'll get it sorted out eventually. Emma, thank you so much for the cheers and the bids. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Assuming you still haven't fixed the title, says Radtress. Are you assuming? Did you just assume that I was going to fix the title? Did you just assume my title fixing ability? That is very offensive. I find that very offensive. Don't just assume someone will fix a title. Goodness me. I don't know what that was. Okay, right. Also, before we head off, let's make sure we give this thing a status. Yep, yep, yep. Thank you. Ah, thank you. Okay, what's next? So, can we... Wait, does this mean we can insta-mine stone bricks? I always have to reaffirm this stuff, right? So after doing the painful way... oh, now I may understand why people were saying use a beacon. Let's find out. Whoopsie daisy! That, yeah, okay. Okay, that was worth it. Oh, except that gets to stay, I guess. So not for these ones, though. But for the wall. Should we tear out all of the... Oh, no, we're out of range. We're out of range, peeps. It's back to doing it like this, then. Well, we'll just do it like that for the rest of the stream. We need to figure out our range, then. Like, when do we come in range? Okay, so somewhere around here, let's create a marker. So when we get the other side of that, we're good. Alright, now I'm going to go position my camera account. Bear with me, peeps. Bear with me. I'm pressing the buttons. I'm changing to the other computer. We're going through changes, peeps. Okay, and let's just reposition this. Oh, and I've spotted some blocks that need spawn proofing. We'll do that first. Right, and then we're going to get in here and we're going to tear out this entire wall from one side to the other, peeps. It's going to look amazing. Right, now let me get Yol back on my other screen. Yeah, definitely need a virtual monitor. If anyone knows if that's a thing you can do, that would be amazing if you could tell me about it. Wildman says Slim Shady. What about Slim Shady? I had that song Role Model stuck in my head earlier. I love the lyrics to that song so much. Spy Keith the King says, Asuma, how are you? I haven't personally seen a stream in a while. It's so relaxing just watching you play Minecraft. Welcome to the stream, dude. I've been good. I've been great. Now let's do up here. Okay, that's the way. Oh, sweet. Minimal effort. Minimal effort. Alright, now let's go get our beacon effect and tear out this wall. Hi X, you can use remote desktop, says MacNot. That sounds like what I'm after. Team viewer, interesting. Wildman says, you said going through changes. It's one of his songs. I was thinking of Ozzy when I said that. Whenever I hear changes, I pretty much think of that song. It's a beautiful song. It's a classic. Got to know that one. There we go. Got to maximise this haste. And the haste is gone. And the haste is gone, just like that. So it looks like even around here I might have to drop back to get it to work. It's out of range for our current project. Brilliant. Well, we will still do just that then, drop back. I think I need to get to the roof and do all the high stuff first. And I think I've got a good idea on how we're going to do it. Okay, so what... Wow, there's no roof here. There's no roof here. We'll make our own. Okay, there we go. We have to go as far back as that. That's good. Then run all the way over here. It's going to run out so quick. Okay, and then like this. That's about the most effective way I can think of doing this for now. Okay, then we walk over here. We get the haste effect back. Now we did a fair bit. And then we run over here again. That's not so bad, is it? Okay, then we'll have to drop down. So now it's going to be less effective. Let's get it back. Set up a beacon, they said. Y'all probably thought I'd set it up in a reasonable location. Don't you know me? I do things the hard way around here. Oh, this is not a good idea. Okay, I think I kind of goofed that one up. Yeah, totally goofed that up. I think I know what we need to do. Is there a ladder to hand? Oh, we kind of built a ladder. TNT, says Prin. TNT would probably be a good way to do things in here, right? Okay, so I think what we'll probably want to do now... Actually, we want to do it from lower down so we can make use of it twice. Is the idea. Let's come out here. This is chaos. This is just a chaotic way to do things. Okay, there we go. We've got the effect. Okay, and then we're going to tear it out like this and run across that way. And I saw the hole and I dodged it. Amazing. And then we come back. And then we go get a haste again. Call Grian in so he can set off TNT whilst zooming down a ski slope in Norway, says Vin. Vin Shoken, I love the fan art. Thank you so much, my friend. That was wonderful. That made my day. Lyrical boxing. Oh, peeps, if you didn't see it, go follow me on Twitter and check out what I've retweeted. I've got a plug button for this, haven't I? For this very occasion. Oh, look at that professional streamer showing you my Twitter handle. Oh, that's a reason to go and follow right there. Goodness me, professionalism. Think of all the tips you could learn from me by following me on Twitter. Actually, I'm just going to tweet out odd stuff. Like I tweeted out that I put emojis in the description box of my videos. That's the kind of thrilling entertainment you get on my Twitter account. Cheeky plugin, says Cuplex. Oh, cheeky plugin. You love it. Do you ever plan on doing videos? Nah. Videos are overrated, you know. YouTube, I'll never sign up for YouTube. That's one thing I'll never do, you know, videos. Why would you want to watch it when it's not live? It just doesn't make any sense. There's no advantage to it, clearly. I mean, anyone on YouTube is just mad, really. I see a wild scar in chat. You were on the server earlier. I saw you on the server earlier. Probably eating cake again. Welcome to the stream, Scar. I played the new 18 rounds of golf earlier today. They were so much fun. I really enjoy what Cubfan has done there, but man, the amount of effort he's put into that project, insane. I think it makes you really realise how much Cub loves golf, right? Like, you've got to have some serious passion to fuel a project like that, and Minecraft, you know. That's the other thing. You got to love Minecraft. You got to love golf if you're going to make a project like that. I see there's a big area there where things can spawn. That's not good. Okay. As much as we can before the thing eats us. Okay, we're going to have to recharge. And we need our steak. Ask... Wait, I do not know what that means. I won't read it. Can't wait until the Season 6 world download happens so I can try that golf course, if there's any. That's a really great point. If ever the world downloads have had, like, value, that is some serious value to them right there, that you can go and play a whole game. Can't play it anywhere else. Hashtag only on Hermitcraft. Actually, someone else has probably seen it and then gone and made their own little golf map, but yeah, that's one thing to get excited for. You'll have to wait a while. Father Apocalypse says, X, will your next Hermitcraft episode feature 18 holes? I actually only played the second 9. I didn't think of playing all 18 together. I just went and played the new ones. So, yeah, that's what my episode is. It's pretty much the same style as last time I did it, where I kind of changed it up with some camera angle stuff and just tried to make it a little bit less casual, a bit more like show you the scope of the project. Cool Poultry Man says hello. It's becoming a meme, isn't it? It's slowly becoming a meme. Cool Poultry Man. Cool Jeff the Minion. Now, I'm sure someone in chat just went, Jeff the Minion. I remember, I was there. That was literally many years ago. That was a literal mini. Oh, I'm cheesing it. Mac Pristin says, why didn't you put the beacon in the middle? Well, because of all the work I would have had to have done up top trying to get it through the bedrock, and just put it where there's already a hole, I thought. Ow, jeez. Oh, can't even jump to put it in. Asuma, are you using data packs on the Hermitcraft server? Yes, we are. The first few episodes of the series outlined all the ones that we were using. I think we've used additional ones since. Get out of here, scamps. Right. That's full up. This ain't. In you go. And we'll pick some of this up then. There we go. It's extreme and chill for now on, says Hello Gaming. It is a chill stream, we are just hanging out. Chillaxing, relaxing, maxing. It ain't too taxing, peeps. Oh, the rhyming gloves are coming out again. No, that was terrible. I know, you didn't want to hear that. This place is like difficult to navigate now as well. All we just need is a step up. And also these are all spawnable blocks. Too many of those. Too many of those are lying around. They gotta be gone. I also want to know who tore this place down. That's what I want to know. Okay, so we only want to get rid of like the full blocks, so that means we can just do it like that. So that means we've got a cut-off point here. Okay, and I kind of want to conclude what we're doing here in the hub a little bit at this point. And we've missed a bit of this and that up there. Let's go throw an ender pearl. We'll do it the slow way. There's only a little bit left. Didn't want to do that, but okay. And we've got a noise in the air. Who could it be? What could it be about? Ugh. It's like parkour mining going on over here. Right, and a few more blocks in this spot. That's a spawnable block. So is that. Right, and I think that's some good sort of progress-ish for now. I'm going to stop recording on the other account. Or maybe we'll do that wall over there. Actually, let's do that. That's not going to be a pain, right? Because we've got access to the beacon properly. So maybe what we'll do is focus on those walls quickly. I just had a genius idea. Now, okay, this is just how we exist now, apparently. I just had a genius idea. It could be a bit of a temperamental idea. I could teleport my camera account to face the direction that I want it to face, so I don't have to fire up the other screen, right? If that makes sense. So let's say we wanted to get the whole of that in one shot, and I stand back over here. Okay, now we're just do this experimentally, like, and then I'll check the other computer. Right, so I need something else here. I need F3. So if I teleport my camera account to these coordinates, -27.8, I will raise it up a few blocks though. We're going to go 59 minus 35.0, and then I get the minus 179.9. I think if I put 80, it might flip it around. And then 3.5. It'll be a few blocks up. Actually, let's put that one at 0 so it looks straight ahead. Okay, so I've now moved my camera account to look in this direction. I'm just going to verify that there's nothing funky with that. So looking at my other computer. That seemed to work without a hitch, except we need to move it over to the side a bit more. And then I need to do that. So now it's like 18. Maybe a few more blocks since I got it on the other screen. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, now I'm going to put chat back on my other screen. We've also got a noise in the ear to check up on. So we'll do this wall over here, and then we'll be heading into the base. We've been in the nether for an hour. We've done a little bit here. We've done a little bit there. I did say I'd place some black concrete, but I think we'll save that. I don't know. This stuff takes hours. Everything in this game takes hours and hours, and you always want to do so much and always forget how long it takes. We got K Cooper even. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. K Cooper, thank you ever so much for your subscription. It is appreciated, and I hope you are enjoying the stream, hanging out with us. What are we going to talk about, peeps? We're supposed to be grinding and talking about topical stuff, and all I've done is derp, you know? That's all I've done today. It's not been that productive. Goodbye, Mr. Pigman. Yeah, one of the things with the walls is that stuff can just spawn at the very top here. We should do it like we did last time and just do that. And then maybe just walk side to side and... yeah, we'll figure something out. Mumbo pranks, this Hello Gaming MC. Again! We've already done 2 Mumbo pranks at the request of chat today. Surely not a third one. Surely not a third. Save! That was a save, clearly. Don't know how it was, but it was. Ah, we can only get as far as that. We've got another noise in the ear. It's Draco4A4 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Draco, thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the stream. You knew I was going to say that. You knew I was going to say that. You knew I knew that I was going to say that I knew that you were going to say that you knew. No, that didn't make much sense, did it? That made no sense at all. Why do I even bother? Okay, there we go. Just Impulse's face hanging out on the floor. That's genius. His face is a doormat, essentially, at this point. Alrighty. May the gods be with you, says Anton. Thanks. Thanks, those old gods. May they be with me. Is that... That's the slabs, isn't it? Okay, we're good, we're good. Let's keep mining out some of these spawnable spots. And stop accidentally making new ones. Yeah, that's a good idea. Eye break! Someone said, I have not prepared for an eye break at all. I completely forgot that that was a thing that we do, and now Pigman is in my way. Let's jump over here. We'll finish this little spurt and then we'll do that. Ah, one measly block got left behind, did it? Badger says, this music makes me miss the Evil One. Good old Evil X. Evil X is on retirement at Concorp. He's joined them for some reason. I mean... Why would Evil X join Concorp? You know, they're not an evil organisation, are they? Oh, jeez. Okay. I've got to watch out. Scar's watching. Don't bad talk Concorp, or they might come out of retirement. Just to crush you. Isn't that like a lyric that Impulse said? Or someone said that. Wells Night? It was in the song. Coming out of retirement just to crush you. I'm sure that's one of the lines. There's so many of them. There's so many of them. And I need to put slabs on top of that. There's just too many of them. Many is what they are too much of. Oh, that'll do. Dragon Play says, wow, a lot of people are watching. Oh, I got it on my screen. Goodness me, we do have a lot of people. Do you know why? It's because it's a Monday, man. I swear, Monday, there's always a good chance of more people turning up. It's just one of those things. So thank you, everyone. Thank you all to all of you for tuning in today. Truly appreciated. Be sure. Oh, look at him, cheeky plug. Be sure to hit that follow button. Jeez. Professional streamer. Making sure you're following. If you're not followed, get out of here. No, I'm messing with you. You don't have to follow if you don't want to. Marilyn says there's a holiday in the US, President's Day. Oh, okay, so we've got lots of Americano peeps with us today, have we? Is that actually... Doesn't Americano actually mean... Actually, I'm really not sure if that refers to, like, a region or an ethnic group or something. Anyway, welcome to all the Americans celebrating President's Day. I actually know, like, a fair too many things about American presidents. I don't know why, but I always was just really fascinated by the history of, like, American presidents and... Yeah, I could probably name a lot of them. It's a coffee! There I was, thinking it was some sort of place on Earth, or some sort of... I think it might be a musical style. Americano is a musical style as well, right? Or am I getting it wrong in my head? I'm pretty sure it's a musical style. It's a coffee, though, people are pointing. Fascinated by how many buffoons get elected, says Smokey. Nah, not in that context at all. Yeah, you can look at what goes on in the world and frame it in a real negative way, like especially with people with power. You can look at them like, I don't know, they don't really represent you, or they're corrupt or whatever. But I think over the lineage of time, so much has changed about culture and people that I just find it fascinating to learn about, like, presidents and, like, what they stood for and what they did during their time. You know, it just represents so much of a different time and era. Yeah, and I don't know. I kind of like am intrigued, not by like a form of relation, but just by like trying to understand more about the world. And I guess you learn a lot of that stuff by learning about history. But a lot of history revolves around America, right? I mean, they write a lot of history. That's for sure. Hey X, keep your eye on your pickaxe, says Aragon. I will, don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. We'll keep that eye on that pickaxe. Right, more spawnable spaces have got to go. Because the amount of ghasts and stuff we've had in here is kind of ridiculous. Okay, you're telling me I need my shovel now. Goodness me. Okay, and then over here. Yeah, all of that's got to go. And then back to the wall. Ah, you're British, says Weagle. I am Britain. I am from the UK. I am Britain. I'm literally all of it, apparently, because I said so. What are those white blocks, says Vix. They are snow blocks. Let's use up all of that haste. Oh, and then there's one more bit to go. Of course there is. Sumer is my city, says Exoskeleton. I think you'll find it's England. England is my city. England is a city in America. That's why that line was said. But let it be a meme forevermore. Okay, so these like clearly need to be replaced with slabs, which kind of sucks because I don't have a lot of them. Ugh. Gotta stop all the things spawning, peeps, in this temporary hub of ours. It's funny because at the moment this is probably the worst the server's hub has ever looked. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh, and we got to do this, yeah. The music genre you're talking about is actually not Americana. Americana, yes, Americana with an A. You're right. And it's actually not a real genre, but just a word to describe American music genres like blues, country, and gospel. Well, saying that it's not a real, like, with air quotes, is like, you can say that about any genre of music. Like, at what point does a genre of music become real or not, right? It's just like most language. Language changes and evolves, and so will the way we talk about music, i.e. creating or coming up with new words to describe music as genres. I've come across a fair bit of music where applying the term Americana to it kind of makes a lot of sense. So, because it's not quite blues, it's not quite country, but it's got vibes. A record that I recently listened to and would recommend because it was amazing. Kill the Sun by what are they called? Cane Hill. Absolute Americana vibes on that, but like it's not specifically this one or that one, if you know what I mean. So the word Americana kind of like fills in the gap in my mind. Right. This is so botched. I think we're done with our recording here. We're going to move on to the base. We need an eye break apparently, so we'll leave the beacon here, I guess, out in the open, exposed. Who knows what's going to happen to it. I'm going to change my monitors quickly. We've got to go through the motions so I can stop the recording. Wonderful. And then change it back. And ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for a world famous eye break. This is the part of the stream that people keep encouraging me to do. I'm going to stand here. We might get shot at, but you're not allowed to look. You're not allowed to find out. I'm not looking at the screen. You shouldn't be looking at your screen either. Do you know why? Because you've got to look after your eyes. What is this? What is this nonsense? Peeps, one day I was talking about how I learned that doctors are saying that you shouldn't stare at your phone all day. You shouldn't stare at your screen. So if you're checking your email, if you're looking at your phone because I told you to look away, you're doing it wrong, peeps. You're not going to look at that monitor. And anyway, then somehow it descended into this madness where we take a break where I encourage you not to look at the stream. So you can give your eyes a rest. Look outside. You can also drink some water and replenish your fluids. And don't forget to open a window and make sure the room is well ventilated, because poorly ventilated rooms may lead to lower brain capacity usage. That's right, peeps. Get some fresh air and get your noggin working 100%. You know what I mean? Okay, this is like a geeky health stream now. Okay, now those doctors, they say 5 minutes. I say, I ain't got time for that, I'm streaming. They say, it's your eyes you're damaging. Jeez, let's get back out to it. Madness! Outside is darkness, says Hello Gaming. And darkness is healthy for 5 minutes after you've been staring at these bright lights. Don't you know what they're trying to tell you? Don't you know about it? Okay, I have wings. Oh, I was going to say I have wings, but I'm going to walk to my... Well, that's why I was going to walk to my base, right? Because flying is a pain in the bum. And my head, because I keep banging it. Jeez. Right, now we're... Oh, I should have dropped off these materials. Well, let's create a chest. Let's create some chestage. Chestage height. Let's just throw this stuff in here. Yep, it can all go in. Where did I get that concrete from? Probably from mining out the ceiling. Right, now the next bit, I'm a little bit scared of how to do this. Bloop. Bloop. Okay, let's go stand here. Bloop. Sound effects included. Now, should I build the ceiling first, working my way downwards? Should I go to the... Actually, building out from the lowest blocks in the beginning makes the most sense. So maybe we'll start like that. Bloop. Okay, you've got to make the sound, by the way, peeps. You've got to make that sound. I could also go along and place in some packed ice in these spots. That's a job that we could do at this point. The portal might stay there for a little bit longer for shenanigan reasons. Let's go grab ladders. I think ladders is the way to do this. Change the render to translucent X, says Cuplex. Cuplex, I was talking to the model for themselves today, and I couldn't get this stuff to work. I did update the mod, actually. I did update the mod, so maybe it will work. So, render translucent. See, whenever I change this, it's always the same, unless I'm looking in the wrong spot. Like, I've tried this with lots of different values, and it always just seems to be the same. Wait, did I do that right? It just... I don't know. Am I doing it wrong? All right? Wrong bit, says Badger. Jeez. All this time, here I am going in here, changing this number around, and apparently it's the wrong bit. Where am I supposed to go, then? Cuplex says you need to refresh it. I did refresh the render. You just saw me do it. It doesn't change. It never changes. Okay, let's try... Let's try... So what happens when it's like 1.0 then? Nothing. It's always the same. What's going on, Cuplex? Calling me a derp? Saying I don't know what I'm doing? Saying I don't know what I'm doing. How could you? Right, anyway, here's how we're going to do it. We're going to use ladders, and we're going to change our rendering mode. Okay, single layer. Let's go up to where we first see sandstone in the corner, and it is right there. So we'll do that layer of sandstone first. Angry derp is angry, says W Drill. Don't get confused, I'm not angry. I'm rarely angry. I'm not an angry person. I'm just being a silly goofball, you know? I'm just messing with Cuplex. Cuplex says, okay, that is weird. That's what I've been telling you. I've been trying to tell you all this time, but you just keep calling me a derp, saying I don't know what I'm doing. See, I'm not serious. I don't mean that. Right, and we need sandstone. Please tell me we got some. Ah! Jeez, I don't want to go mining. I want to place blocks. Okay, we got a fair bit by the looks of it. Whew! Probably not a crazy amount, but we can make more of this smooth sandstone. Let's go ahead and make all of those. And then make it all of the smoother sandstone. Beautiful. Wait. Did I get that completely wrong, or... Okay, I don't really know what just happened, but we've got... Okay, we've got the right amount. Or we've got some. I think we might also need to create our night lights things, or daylights actually. Let's grab some yellow glass. I know that's going to be needed. And probably grab some prismarine because we're going to end up placing it. Right, so now we need some dye. Cool, this music's kind of like creepy. I feel like there's something around the corner creeping up on me. Okay, where's the bone mill at? Wouldn't it be in here? Oh, jeez. Right, let's go... Where did I put them? Over on that side. It could be Scar trying to tag you, X, says Gruel. Scar wouldn't tag me. Scar's also not on the server. If Green wasn't on holiday, it's the kind of music that you would play while he sneaks up to mess with you. Yep. That is precisely what it is. Oh. Silly goose. Silly goose. Make the die first. Goodness me, brain. Goodness me, why are you in charge? Okay, so we can put those 3 away. And trying to get rid of more clutter in the inventory as well. Okay, so prismarine is the other type of block that we want a bunch of. Prismarine bricks. Regular ones, not slabs, because we're building the underside. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we don't have to do the whole slabbing thing anymore. What is that music, says Never Snows? We're listening to Orang. It's from the free track EP he released quite some years ago. I always liked that one, very creepy, eerie music. Because I like creepy, eerie music, peeps, okay? If you've got a problem with that, file a complaint. Okay, so we'll probably go across in both directions at some point. See, I want to put the camera account on, right? But then I'm going to have to do more fiddly work. See, I really wish we had the replay mod so I didn't have to think about camera angles. I could just do the business, so to speak. I think it might actually be better to save the building for now and maybe take care of this corner. That needs doing. Still navigating this whole time-lapsing and recording, like streaming thing, right? So maybe we'll hold off on that for a moment. Let's figure out that corner. That's actually going to need some sandstone. So let's go grab some of that. And then shuffle away our prismarine blocks. Never Snows says, everyone watching X, look at your back and fix that posture. I don't have to worry about my posture. I'm sitting in the Herman Miller. This is a great chair for posture. Okay, so I think we can just get in here and start doing this and not worry about where the water goes. We're also going to have a bit of clicking in the old ear for a while, peeps. Please bear with me. So, if I come down here, I've got to fill in all of that. Right? And it comes down. It's like right on the edge of a ravine. Brilliant. Brilliant. And I'm going to drown. Whew, there we go. Hello Gaming says, it's Derpcraft. I was wondering how you pronounce it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm playing on Derpcraft, aren't I now? Jeez. We got Crom subscribing. Crom. Thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time hanging out with us today. Baron Fi, thank you for the nice message. Appreciate it. Oh, am I really out already? I middle clicked and it didn't give me sand. Why do I have regular sand? Goodness me. What's that doing in the sandstone chest, eh? Okay, let's chuck that there. And grab these. And we got a noise in the ear. It's Tristet doing cheers, throwing bits, saying, my dearest Asuma, been following you since Hermitcraft Season 2, and now it's the first month I can support you. Greetings from the other side of the world, from Chile. Oh, wow. That really is somewhere roughly around the other side of the world, isn't it? I mean, it's very far away. Thank you so much, Tristet. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Appreciate your support, and thanks for watching over these years. Isn't it wonderful to live in this age? of connectivity. I've been right. So those of you that have been watching the channel or what I do here for a long time will probably not be surprised because I've talked about it many times. But I watched this channel called The Great War, where they sort of week by week walked you through the events of World War I that happened 100 years ago. And the guy who presented it has been doing World War II, and I was completely unaware, I was oblivious. And I've been watching their week by week following of what happened. I didn't calculate the date yet, but you know, all those years ago during World War II, and they do like week by week summaries of what was going on. And you know, World War II is a very different beast to World War I, that's for sure. But it got me thinking about how, like, all the things they talk about in World War II, all these like new emerging ideas of nationalism and identity politics, and all these new concepts that sort of manifested into people fighting one another and individualism and things like this. They were becoming these new concepts in society, and how far we are from the mess of that now. I know there's still conflicts going on in the world, but it's just going to make me like really fortunate to think that we live in a time where, like, whatever it is you think about some other country, like, you're going to encounter someone online at some point or another from that country, and they're not going to be what you think. They're just going to turn out to be a normal person, right? Whatever nonsense you've heard about, oh, these people or those people. Yet back in those days, those ideas, they carried a lot of weight, that people from other countries had something, I don't know, inferior or wrong with them. And yeah, I just think the internet is such a great thing for defeating that, you know, because we're all so connected now. You know, we're all hanging out here, enjoying something together from all different parts of the globe, and I just think it breaks down these stupid ideas and barriers that people fought wars and conflicts over back then, you know. I need some dynamic lighting. Smokey says, except North Korea, assumptions are fairly accurate about that. I would strongly disagree. I imagine that the majority of most North Korean people are probably care about the same sort of things that you care about, family and health and their well-being. I think that they're a lot like us. They're just living in a very unfortunate situation due to how the regime is in their country, you know. I don't think you can you know, say that different types of people are inferior to another one or whatever, right? And even if there is some sort of scientific or actual genetic arguments for this type of people are stronger in that department or than this, like, you got to remember, peeps, we're like mostly genetically identical to a banana, right? Whatever kind of superiority or inferiority you can find, you're probably talking about fractions of a percent if our genetics racially get to the level of making someone a bit more intelligent or more athletic or whatever it is, whatever attribute it is. You're probably talking about tiny percents. That is actually false for the vegetable thing, says Juck. I may have exaggerated a little bit, but we are, I know that we're like 97% genetically identical to a chimp, right? I think maybe it's a bit lower with a banana, but we share a lot of genetic information with all the stuff around us, right? A lot of information. So, like, you're actually genetically similar to some of these things in some respects, right? I'm not saying that you're a banana, just that's how life is, like. That's what's really going on. Things are so much more woven and interconnected than you might realise. Alright, that needed doing. That needed doing over there. Chimps can't play Minecraft, says Woodrill. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I mean, chimps can interact with computer screens. I saw this thing recently, Vsauce it was, where they were testing their memory, and chimps have this incredible instant memory, and it's just down to like evolution and different paths, different scenarios of survival that we've been on. putting us under different kind of needs that have evolved, I guess. But like, you can set them up to sit in front of a computer screen and interact with it. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a chimp that could play Minecraft, you know. I would not be surprised. The cognitive trade-off, says Exoskeleton. That's the one. Do you believe in evolution, says Chief? I do. I think evolution, the idea and the practicality of it is pretty beautiful. I think it's a really incredible way to explain everything that's going on this planet. I also think there's a lot of misunderstood stuff about evolution as well, especially the pace at which it happens. You know, you don't wake up one day and go, no longer a monkey, I'm a human. Like, it's a process of millions and millions of years and tiny little changes, like mutations as they call them, one at a time. And then so whatever the living thing is in the environment, if the cycle goes on for millions of years, right? Because you've got to remember, we're not talking about things in terms of our lifespan or even like a century. Like, it takes an extraordinary amount of time, but you put things in an environment and then those mutations that give them slight advantages become more and more dominant. It's such a clever concept. I hate when people ask if someone believes in evolution. Ask them instead if they understand evolution, says Jidank. Well, I think we shouldn't nitpick language too much and just kind of communicate on a kind of kindness that we all see the world differently, right? I know there's some people watching that may think evolution isn't real, whatever, and like, that's alright, but I think what's important is that we don't camp up onto different sides or act like one side's entirely right, but just have like the honest discussion about it. Have the, like, make sure when we're talking about it, we're kind of talking about like it itself as opposed to the idea of it, you know. No, actually, evolution of a virus is scarily fast. This is why flu shots only barely last more than one a season, says Ewan Slime. I guess when I was saying it was slow, I was thinking of in terms of humans, right? Because humans, it would take millions of years. The smaller it goes, the quicker it reproduces, the faster evolution can happen. The bigger the organism, the slower it reproduces, the slower it happens, right? Tom G Man 90 is here, subscribe with Amazon Prime, and Samuel Johannesson is here, resubscribing as well. Thank you to the both of you. Appreciate your support ever so much. Alcana says, so how did the first organism come true? I still believe, isn't that still like a great scientific mystery? Like, it's still just in the wild speculation and theory, I believe. Like, yeah, I don't think there's any origin thing. But that's one of the beautiful things about science, when done right, is that science like will embrace what it doesn't know. And a lot of scientists, good scientists, when you hear them talk, will often quite firmly state when they overextend their reach, or where they talk beyond their experience or like their realm of expertise. You know, science is about like discovering and learning through method and practice, but at the same time, like, also acknowledging what we don't know. Matt says repair picks. I agree. I think I'm going to head into the Nether and do some concrete placing, because I just feel a bit talky, and I don't think we're ready to do stuff in the base just yet. I think that time-lapsey stuff, I need to figure out a better workflow for my second computer, right? Because I need to be able to check the angle and make sure things are cool. This song reminds me of one of the songs on the Ghostbusters soundtrack. It's got a little bit of that kind of 80s soundtrack vibe in there for sure, bit of John Carpenter going on. But he didn't do the Ghostbusters soundtrack though. In fact, now that I think about it, there's some serious John Carpenter in this. I'm also like a big John Carpenter fan, his movies and his music, and I was looking through his movies on International Movie Database the other day, and I was like, I have not seen 4 or 5 of these. Like, I need to watch them at some point. Lowe says, I think your derp counter is bugged out. Nah, it's good. B1212 says, I absolutely love your Factorio series, man. At the start I was confused as heck, but now I'm building my 3rd expansion and know about main buses and all. Awesome, man. I wanted that series to be like educational and tutorially, so to speak, like so you could learn from it. Glad you're enjoying it. I get a lot of good feedback on that series, peeps. If you haven't checked out my Factorio series, it is definitely aimed at people who are new to the game and could learn from watching the videos. But later on in the season, we will get to some pretty cool stuff. Link says, for 500 euros, would you go for AMD or Nvidia? I would always recommend Nvidia, especially if you're doing like video editing, rendering, processing, just because of how well their tech is supported. Okay, so sort this out. Also do that one. That's right, Pigman, we don't want to hear you squeal. Collect that XP. Collect it all. Okay, and the axe. And now we can stand here and chat. This would have been a perfect time for an eye break, wouldn't it? It's the look away. Oh, yeah, all that's on the screen is Pigman dying. Tristet says, not boring, bye. Gotta go do errands. Oh, appreciate it. Thank you for coming by today, Tris. Have fun with the rest of your day. This is a cool alteration to the classic donut design, says Jinx Honey. Well, they just keep evolving. Like, the Psycraft crew just keep coming up with new and new techniques to evolve how to do things. And the glass platform is really clever. Don't know why I hadn't seen that before. Just let them take the quickest path possible across. The direct one, right? On the third day of X created... What the... It's trying to do it Christmas style, that doesn't make any sense. On the third day, X created Derpcraft. Okay. What did I create on the fourth day then? Why are the pigmen dropping XP but you're not killing them, says Yo. We're taking advantage of some poorly written code, some lazy coding where the pigmen... Oh, do I remember how it works? The pigmen, if aggressive, then... I can't remember it actually, it's been a bit of a while, but when it was discovered I understood it quite well. It just looks like a bit of a hack in the coding, right? Like, surely you could have seen how this isn't the proper way to implement what you're trying to do, but they did it in a particular way, and then it got abused, you know? We found a way to abuse that little bit of code. I believe it was Snow Crash who came up with the first design, maybe? Oh, an old Ill Mango farm, says Nikki. I think it's a new one, if anything. Well, newer. And we got a noise in the ear. It's Anderzel, Mr. Derp. Says, I did not say anything, actually. Just subscribing. Thank you ever so much, Anderzel, Mr. Derp. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Jimmy says, if you hurt a pigman and they get aggroed, they will drop XP if you damage them. Yeah, I mean, that's the concept, right? That an aggressed pigman will act as if it's been hit by the player who's aggressed them by hitting another pigman, right? So you haven't actually attacked that pigman, but it will still drop XP. Now, the way it's written in the code is just interesting because it kind of shows how hacky it is. That's Joe says, why did you go for the i9 over a cheaper, as good as i7 787? Oh, geez, you know, processor numbers. Why didn't I get this one and that one? Because this one has the best single threaded performance on the market, and that is what is great for Minecraft, single threaded performance. So I was just like, yeah, I'm going to get the i9, and at some point later on in time I'll probably upgrade the graphics card to a 280 when the price comes down. So I got a 1070 to hold me over to then. Badger says, proper chuff that X is a Carpenter fan too. Doubt he also thinks the Halloween 3 is an underrated gem though. I never got into the Halloween series so much, but I am kind of aware of classic horror like that, slasher movies and whatnot. I'm really fond of zombie flicks like George Romero. Is it George Romero? His classic Day of the Dead's, the originals. The stuff he started doing later on is pretty pants, but Evil Dead is another one. I adore Evil Dead. What a great movie. Just... such a weird and wonderful creation that show is. I think someone else has been over here. Actually no, that was probably me doing this. Right, we're going to fill up and then place lots of blocks, and we're going to film us placing blocks as well. Hello Gaming says on the 6th day X created the new computer with a badass CPU and all was good. John Romero, isn't he the guy who made Doom? George A. Romero says Badger, that's the one who made the Evil Dead movies, right? Army of Darkness, Bruce Campbell is so good, says Jinx. I think I remember all three of them being really great, but isn't the third one just like totally out there? It's set in a really different environment, is what I remember of it. Okay, we could just... Oh look, there's some stone at the bottom. That's what I wanted to figure out the other day. Yeah, we'll just pick a spot and go place it, or we could do the ceiling. I think we'll do some walls. A lot of ghasts come from that direction. I don't want to stop them coming, so we'll take care of that. Ah, slight problem. Filled up my inventory. And now I want to... Yeah, I'm not going to need more than that, am I? Right, so I'm going to figure out a camera angle, and we'll start placing some blocks. I really love A24 horror movies. The Witch, They Come at Night, and Heredity, and all really great, interesting movies. I'm not sure if I've heard of those or not. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to Alt and Tab. That's not how this works. I've got to switch to the other computer. Right, other computer, where are thou? What are thou doingest? Isto thy then. What? Come on. Oh wait, I've got to move the mouse. Screensaver. Aha! Right, start recording. And then I'll move... No, wrong keyboard. And then I'll move this camera. Okay, oh, that's quite a nice view. Okay, I've got a good spot. I kind of want to leave it up there so I can keep looking at it. I wonder if I've got like another monitor I could use somewhere. Well, I've got a load sitting in my room actually. But they're not the right type. Magic says, I don't like horror movies at all. I can't sleep at night and it's stuff so bad for me. You know, when I really like binged on horror movies, I loved being scared by them. Like I'd started watching all the found footage, the Japanese found footage scene. Japanese got some really creepy stuff, but I wanted to be freaked out. I always found that like an adrenaline rush, and so I always liked that about horror movies. But you know, you watch a load of them, and then, You also got to be willing to embrace it. Some of the scariest ones I've seen are definitely Paranormal Activity, but you have to really just want to be scared in a weird way. You have to buy into it because the acting's not great. The special effects or whatever are you know, pretty obvious and a bit shoddy. But if you just oh geez, whatever, we're gonna place these ones here now. If you just buy into it and like, hey, I'm gonna have a good time watching this scary movie, you know, like you can get into it. I guess what I'm trying to say. Evil Dead is a comedy, says Smokey. It is more so, I think, retroactively than it is as it were at the time, but you can definitely laugh at that movie, and that's another aspect of horror and thrillers that I like, is that they can have comedy in there as well in strange ways. Badger says, I love the old school Hammer, what was it? Hammer and Amicus films, never heard of that. I'm really scared of bears, so Annihilation and a movie that's out right now, Arctic, scare me more than any horror film I've seen recently. I mean, yeah, if you're scared of bears, stuff with them in, probably not so great. Okay. Classic It. I have a funny story about the movie It. I never liked it, never really properly watched it, but I got my hands on it, ironically, at a job I used to work the same day we were talking about the movie It. It appeared in the building, right? And this isn't a place where you take videotapes, and no one like claimed it, lost property. So then after a while, I was like, "Can I have that It tape?" And they're like, "Yep." It was just there, and it was like, "Why is this It tape here? Who left this? No one knows." We got a donation here, noise in the ear, from Eagle Fam. Eagle, thank you as always for your continued support. Appreciate you ever so much. No messages always, but thank you, Eagle. We also had Peter Durr 72 resubscribed for 3 months, saying greetings from Russia, Mr. XI Zuma. Oh, that greeting. He's made a meme against me. Also, we've got Doc M in chat, and I still haven't modded you. I thought I did it the other day. I thought I had it on my list. I had like the command. Someone sent me it, and I could have swore I did it. Could have swore I sorted that out. And Eagle Fam has gifted a sub to Doc M. Eagle, thank you so much for doing that. Awesome. There you go, Doc. You can now put the derp emote in chat. There's high potential of derp about to happen with this lava lake below me. That's for sure. X, planning any Astroneer videos now that it's... And then there's no more message, says Minifinger. I haven't tested if I can record it, but I certainly can't stream that game. But no videos planned. I'm doing Factorio, I'm doing Hermitcraft. That's kind of my focus right now. And that's how it will probably be for this month and next month. Just watched Doc's video of EFO and their first time on Minecraft, says Jankin. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that as well, and I was trying to watch it and just see if it was some footage I'd seen before, because I always remember the first time those two were on Minecraft. I kind of just remember, like, you know how you remember things in sort of like it happened, and then you got some like loose visuals, but I kind of remember that hut that they were in, a birch hut, or maybe my memory's now filling in the gaps, but I remember they were in a little hut, and I was just kind of wondering if that was actually from an episode, or oh jeez, just some, oh jeez, do you know, oh, this is bad, you're blowing up all my stuff. We don't have sound on, do we? From the pigman farm, great. Ugh, peeps, this is why we need to get this thing done, you know, because the ghasts are going to blow it up while we build it, basically. Oh, you would, wouldn't you? You would. There's a block above my head. Okay, we'll go back in the other direction now. That's safe, says Nina. Nina Fina. Ah, jeez. Thank you. Fell off again. Doc says on the server of Joker HD in InfraZoom schedule with EFO. Oh, you found more footage, right? I see. I don't know how you would have footage from that long ago. Well, actually, I think I know. Like, you know, when you upgrade your computer, you leave stuff behind sometimes. I found a hard drive with like a Windows install from 3 or 4 years ago, maybe even longer than that. So, yeah, I guess actually it kind of makes sense. But I don't. That wouldn't happen for me for my recording, because my recordings are like always on this one drive, and I always like delete them when I've uploaded them to YouTube. So I don't think I've got anything like that lying around. But yeah, finding like old backups and stuff or whatever, done on occasion. Oh right, it was in an old videos folder that you didn't remember you had. That's cool. This music reminded me of Requiem for a Dream, says now. There's a movie I love. Oh, I haven't seen that one in a while. That's a great movie. Powerful one. Gets you thinking. Badger, thank you for the movies on Twitter. I will check them out and potentially add them to the list. I haven't watched a lot of movies though lately. I've actually been spending a lot more time making videos than usual lately, and yeah, I just haven't watched a movie in ages now. I just sometimes I just can't do it. I can't just sit down and chill out. I'm like, I'm not being productive. Must create things. Must create derps. X, did you see Tango's Villager mod finished? I saw about 5 minutes of the video before I started the stream. That was all I got to watch. Can you teach us about smoothies again, says Hello Gaming MC. If you want to make a smoothie, obviously you know that you need fruit. And a blender. Blend it all up. But yeah, you got to figure out some good combinations, right? I'd recommend starting with what worked for me to get me into them, which was getting something like a vanilla yogurt or vanilla Alpro. Vanilla's a really nice base to add other flavours to, I find. Doesn't mix with everything. But anyway, you get yourself some good old yogurt or Alpro. If you do get yogurt, try and get natural yogurt. That's a lot lighter, I believe, a lot healthier. Anyway, like vanilla flavouring, good base. And then just grab berries, like frozen raspberries, frozen blueberries, defrost them overnight, and make a portion with like a little bit of water in there to make it a bit runnier. But, you know, empty an Alpro yogurt tub and put in like a tub of, let's see, tub is like what, 300 to 400 grams of blueberries and raspberries, and that'll make you a real tasty smoothie. Then depending on like what your taste preference is, maybe you like strawberries and peeps. I've talked about this before. When it comes to things having flavours, a lot of things have strawberry flavour. I'm telling you now that strawberry is inferior to raspberry. I learned this. Okay, it was a very pivotal part of my life when one day it dawned on me, everything that's raspberry flavoured is better than strawberry flavoured. I'm going to annoy someone in chat with that. Jeez, I'm only messing around. But I actually think raspberries are amazing. It's just, strawberry seems to be the default, you know, like strawberry milkshake. Have you had a raspberry milkshake? It's brilliant. It's literally brilliant. Agree to disagree, says Jan. 300 grams of blueberry, please, says Skunk. Yeah, just go to your, you know, grocery store and go to the frozen fruits part and just, you know, have a look at what's there. What do you like? If you like something with a bit more tang to it, maybe get some pineapple and mango together, you know. Those don't go so well with vanilla, though. Your berries go well with vanilla, I find, and your other ones, you're going to need a different base flavour. Raspberry and chocolate, says Quinna. That sounds nice. That sounds very nice. Oh, food. I have definitely been in food mode for a few days. And I got today is a rest day. I have a bit of a problem at the moment. Not a problem. I don't know. Have we got any fellow weightlifters in chat? Because I haven't injured myself, but I've got like a bit of a feeling in my shoulder that isn't painful, but it's concerning. And I worked out 3 days in a row. I think I'm becoming addicted to it. Like every day, I just think about like when the next one is. And I ended up doing 3 in a row, even though I was supposed to do them every other day. And then on the 3rd day, I mean, I've had this for a while, like a little bit of a feeling in my shoulder. It's not a pain. It's like just a sensation, really. It's not painful, but it's telling you, like, watch out. And I get it in my shoulder, and I don't get it just doing whatever. It's if I deliberately push my shoulder upwards, I can feel it where the bones meet. And it's not painful, it's just like a slight kind of dull ache, but it's there. And where I worked out 3 days in a row, it became a bit more obvious. And the 3rd day was shoulder day, and I was doing like a pretty relaxed routine. Actually, I decided to change up my sets, so I did a lot more of less repetitions in sets. Anyway, and I've now got this like tweak feeling, like, and it's only if I push the shoulder into certain positions, and I'm just a bit worried about it. Nikhil says it's called getting old. Well, yeah, there's getting old body pain, and to speak about that as well. When I watch these like weightlifting videos and stuff, people are constantly talking about the health benefits. I've definitely gotten to a place where I feel far more vitalis is the word, I don't know, like far more healthy and vitalis than I did 5 years ago. 5 years ago I had aches and pains all the time. I don't have any of that anymore. I've sorted out like my posture through my chair, through my bed. Like I've like gone and done all the health stuff, you know, learn how to sleep, learn how to eat, and man, does it all add up and make a difference, right? You know, it all adds up. It really is. Like taking care of your health is massive. I don't think it's an old age thing. It's like have felt better of the last few months than I ever had. It's just a constant upwards momentum, it feels like, with working out. And anyway, I've just got this like this naggly little feeling that feels like it could develop into something more, but I can still work out of it and I recover from it, but it doesn't go away. And I felt it a bit yesterday, and so I've put the hot water bottle on it. Today I've had deep heat on it while I've been streaming. So I didn't say anything earlier. I don't know why. My shoulders were burning at the beginning of the stream, but heat relaxes muscle and it can really help those things. I got myself a load of spinach as well to eat tomorrow, because I'm not sure if I'm getting this right, because I'm still taking in all the health jargon and medical language, but I keep hearing muscle soreness, which is not quite the same thing, but like muscle injury related to muscles being inflamed, and spinach is supposed to be anti-inflammatory, meaning things that get inflamed get taken care of. It's been a while. I probably did the research on this. Like, I googled the medical pages, and like at that point in time got a precise understanding of what it was. But then I'm so difficult with retaining information. I now can't quite recall it as I read it, which I would like to do, because I'm chatting all of y'all, I'm waffling, and I need to get this stuff right. Right, so Skill Devader is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime, and Binky Quack is resubscribing for 5 months. 13 total. I need to change that message so it says 13. Binky Quack, thank you so much. Skill Devader as well, thank you ever so much. Binky says, glad to see things coming back to the Mahusive Never Hub project. It is indeed Mahusive, isn't it? CJ Turt says, mix frozen spinach into your smoothie. I haven't tried spinach in smoothie yet. Why freeze it though? That's what I'm asking, because if I think of raw spinach, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to go in a smoothie. That's going to be tough. So the fact that you say frozen kind of makes me think like cooked spinach would probably be better than raw, but putting cooked stuff into a smoothie don't seem right either. But I love cooked spinach. Oh my goodness me, is that nice. The weightlifting thing was a repetitive motion for 3 days. Even cartilage wear could be the issue if you're feeling it in the joint. Add different motions to even out the wear. Just a suggestion though, without x-rays to look at, you can't say for sure, says Smokey. Yeah, I don't know if... I don't feel like I should go to the doctor about it. Like, it doesn't feel severe in the slightest. It's just like a little feeling. I guess if it gets worse, then if it heads in one direction, then that's a sign. But it hasn't for the most part. I've just sort of kind of like noticed it the last few days. But as for the motions and stuff that I'm doing, I constantly like revise and learn my form over and over again, and I always take things cautiously. I don't swing the weights. I like stay in complete control from start to end. I've learned very much about the shoulder and how it has like a range of motion, and I know where to not send it to. Like I used to do barbell raised barbell rows all the way up to the chin, and then I learned that that was really bad. And so I immediately stopped doing that. But yeah, like I don't think I'm really getting much wrong, and I do group targets to different muscle groups, so like shoulder day. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, going easy on my shoulders for a while. But my shoulders is one of my favourite workouts. I kind of like all of them, to be fair. X, make sure you use heat and also ice. Ice will reduce the inflammatory and encourage blood flow to the area, which will help heal, says Jen. Oh, cool, right. That sounds interesting. That sounds like, I've heard that before, and I've always just gone with heat because that's worked for me. Whenever I have like soreness in my legs from running or anything like that, I always go to like a bath or, you know, hot water bottle, right? Deep heat. I don't go for the ice, but that's a good suggestion. I've got some ice bags in the fridge. Maybe I'll try that this evening. I'm going to put that on my list just in case I forget. Where's the notepad? Ice on shoulder. I'll probably put it on both, Naomi, for like equal treatment, symmetry and all of that. Just going to be sitting around watching a movie with ice packs on my shoulders. Oh, what a fantastic evening I've got ahead of me. And Mar Gaming has subscribed, and More Gaming, thank you so much for your subscription. Do appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. Ice reduces swelling. Heat increases blood flow. Oh, so that's different from what the other person said. Let's Slag says, how long have you been lifting for? That's a good question. Like, I probably started around 5 years ago, and when I started, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't do it that often. But slowly over time, but it's been like a snowball building up, right? Like, I've always headed in one direction, which is slowly doing more and getting better at it. And then I'd say over the past year, I just really gotten into a good rhythm with it. Maybe even more than a year. Probably like the last 2 to 3 years, I've been in a very strong rhythm with it. But then more so the last couple of months, I've just found myself like loving it more than ever. And I'm turning your stream into a podcast while I work, says Pixel Proton. A lot of people comment on that they treat it like a podcast, which I like. I like to hear that. Try putting salt on your flesh and then quickly put it to cold ice, says Mason. I don't like the idea of putting salt on my flesh. Why would I do that? What is your deadlift, X, says Walker? I don't, yeah, here's the thing. I don't have like a heavy amount that I lift. I don't lift heavy. I go for large rep range, high intensity interval training, and like progressive overload. So I do compact sets of, you know, 10 to 12. It depends what I'm doing. If I'm doing 7 sets in a row, it might be like 8 to 10. But I've been doing sets of 5 and like going for 16 to 20 on some with lower weights recently. And I keep changing it up. Like, that's my plan, is each month to change it up and kind of bring together a new set of challenges for the body. But one of the things I don't do is like try and lift as heavy, and I wouldn't recommend that really at all. I like take no pleasure in putting my body under like immense pressure just to lift like some stupidly heavy amount of weight. So when it comes to deadlifting, I'm still very much trying to learn deadlifting and getting my form and stuff proper, and not feeling any discomfort when I do it in my, especially in my back. But I have been attempting to do the deadlift, and I've tried doing it different ways. One of the ones I want to do next is the sumo deadlift. That one looks interesting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! I need to remove that block! Get wrecked, you silly little butt! Right, there we go. I have ghast shooting experience, that is for sure. It's sumo, says the Black Ranger. Yeah, I'll be a sumo. X, never put ice and salt on you, it burns, says Fantasy. Thanks, someone was trolling me. It didn't sound right. It didn't sound right at all. We've all heard of putting ice, but I was like, ice and salt? Damn, what enchants on that bow, says Manatee. Those enchants, power 5 and mending, that's it. Hey, does that one guy who's very good with redstone still do Hermitcraft? I forget his name. Do you mean Efo? Or Mumbo? R. Gibson says, don't be afraid to lift the heavy stuff, it feels great to squat 300 pounds. No, man, that's not, I don't think that's the right way to approach things like that. I mean, what you're saying might be that, like, hey, ain't that bad, but like, you have to know proper form to do these things, right? You can't just go in and be like, I'm gonna lift 300 lbs. I don't know how much 300 lbs as well, because I do stuff in kilograms. But if you don't get form right, you're putting like immense pressure on the wrong parts of your body. And one of the things that I found early on, and still to this day when I do lifting, is that my back is definitely like a weak spot for me. So I can't do stuff like military press very well. I always have to do that with light weights. Whenever I do stuff where my form requires my back to be neutral, I find it hard to keep it neutral. 300 is 170 kilograms. Oh my goodness me, no. Never. Don't think I've ever lifted more than 50 kilograms doing any form of repetition. That's not the kind of stuff I'm interested in. That's strength training right there, when you lift ridiculous amounts of weight, and you might just do like a couple of reps. I like doing low weight, get your form really good, so there's no momentum. It's all you, like all the way through the lift, all the way through moving it down, and then do, you know, like 10 to 12 of those, and then group that with like 5 to 6 similar. I mostly use dumbbells, right? So like dumbbell movements in the same area of your body, like shoulders or some things to target your back or whatever it is you're doing, and then just do 7 sets of that. And like that takes about 40 minutes, and it's intense. You're only allowed a minute rest between each set of 5 to 6, whatever it is you're doing, and then you don't rest between doing them. So it's like when I do chest day, it is intense. You do 12 presses, and then I go straight into flies. The flies, like the dumbbells are underneath the bench, and then back into a press again, and that kills you. That kills your chest, but you're not out of control. You're not doing crazy. You're doing like 36 reps in a row and targeting the same muscles in 3 different angles, and it's killer. It's awesome. You should go bouldering. It works your mind and body. I have no idea what bouldering is. No idea what bouldering is. Walker says, do you have a spotter? I don't need a spotter. I never do anything ridiculous. I never go anywhere near some sort of like, will I be able to do this or not zone, right? 12 years of school backpack ruined my back, says Walker. I've heard things about school backpacks being like ergonomically bad. We had these trendy like Nike backpacks. I just realised the music stopped. I'm going to go back to this one. We had these trendy Nike ones. I really want to finish this, by the way, so we're going to finish it because we're time-lapsing it. We had these trendy Nike ones when I was in school, and they were like one-strap bags, right? But like if you ever put any amount of weight in the bag and you wore it like over the one shoulder, it would hurt your shoulder. And they were just like a trendy thing that was just not ergonomically good for your body. Badger says, I remember those over the shoulder ones. Yeah, they're like I think, it's hard to describe, right? Like they had kind of a thick strap, and they had like a slick kind of design on the back where you'd have like a cut of colour at the bottom. Drawstring Nikes, drawstrings were horrible. I never liked those ones. They always just like the strings would just dig in. But I had one of the like one shoulder thing ones, and man, it just used to hurt whenever you'd have like any kind of weight in your bag. I missed a noise in here 3 minutes ago. Mindswank is here. Resubscribed for 7 months in a row, saying been a while, but I am back and I caught a live stream. I lost track of Hermitcraft for a while, but I just binged all of Grian's YouTube videos and now I'm caught up. Thank you for the entertainment. No problem at all, buddy. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Thank you for your support. And to anyone out there who wants to catch up on Hermitcraft, there's also the recap channel if you want to be brought up to speed with all that's going on Hermitcraft. They say it's better to wear it on the front, says Vulgarox. Yeah. If it is, I can imagine school kids won't take to that too kindly. You know, I mean, you'd have to get all of them doing it, and it would have to be the absolute norm. Otherwise, some kids are just going to get picked on for wearing a bag on their front. That's how school kids work, peeps. I know how school kids work. That's what they'll do. I used to be one. X should fill the slots you empty the store with filler blocks, his number. Well, I was going to do that, but no one else is, so I was just like, oh, whatever. It was a good idea, but apparently we haven't been using it, so we're just going to play it by ear. I mean, it is the most excessive amount of materials for this project, so if there's like one thing that's going to, you know, if you overshoot it, it's probably not going to be a big deal. It's probably this material. Unless you prepare 6 shulker boxes like I did, then you might be in a little bit of trouble. Then you might be thinking, uh-oh, what have I done here? You know? Complex says, were you once young? I believe so. What's that Matilda movie? Oh, children are horrible. Glad I was never one. Jinx says they switched all my daughter's books out for one lightweight Chromebook so that the kids stop having issues with their backs. That's smart. And Chromebooks are so cheap. I was almost going to buy one. I've been thinking of buying a laptop. I have got an amazing idea for something cool we can do. I'm going to go on a skiing holiday in a month or two. And when I'm there in the evenings, I've got a cool idea for something we can do for... It's like content while I'm away, but anyway, I've got this cool idea. And I just need a laptop to be able to browse the web with each evening to do it. And yeah, now I'm looking at buying a laptop, and I kind of like the idea of a Chromebook because it's so lightweight, but it just doesn't play Minecraft is the problem. And I kind of want to be able to just log into Minecraft to, you know, like if I'm doing something around the house and you want to be AFK and keep an eye on what's going on or something like that. There's been quite a few times where I've thought, oh, it wouldn't be good if I had a laptop and just, you know, log in and leave it AFK to do this thing or whatever. You know, don't have to fire up this 750 megawatt computer to AFK either. Alright, it's the last little bit. It's the final countdown. It's the final block placing. No, we'll have none of that. We'll have none of that. Chromebook sucks, says Tessa Wing. Depends really, doesn't it? Like, depends what you're using it for. If you want to play games, it probably does. But as a replacement for books, as a tool for using in school, they're pretty good. There we go. Nikki says, do you own a nuclear power plant? 750 megawatts. No, it's not megawatts, is it? Yeah, okay, I get your joke now. I thought you were like being cheeky, but maybe megawatts. Yeah, maybe that is like a nuclear reactor. It's got something 750, that's for sure. All right, that's our time lapse done, peeps. The other computer just recorded all of that. That looks good. I think we did good there. You can actually see where we did because it started here. That did not take long to put in that much. It's probably the preparing of all these materials that is the most costly. I feel like with a little bit of elbow grease, this hub's going to get sorted out. I've just noticed something that we need to do immediately as well. So let's hop on around. I'm going to stop the other computer as well, I think. We've got a noise in the ear, and I will get to it in just a second because I am currently in the process of changing my other monitor and stopping the time lapse, so I don't really need to think about that footage right now. I will come back to it another time. Right, I'm going to shut down the other computer. You've done your job. You've done your job. Right, now let's get back the peeps on the other screen. We want to see the peeps over here. Oh, what do you know? Round 58 with the ghast, and it's dead, just like that. I'm the ghast killer here on the set, although Impulse, let's do the scoreboard thing again quickly. Set display, sidebar, killed, ghast. Bam! Iskal, my man! Woo! How did he get so many? How did Iskal get so many? Goodness me. 259. Someone has been working on this server. Murdering things. Okay, I think Iskal's ill at the moment. Last time I spoke to him, he wasn't doing too well. We got a noise in the ear from Eagle Fam, doing cheers and throwing bits. Thank you as always so much, Eagle, for the continued support. Appreciate it ever so much. Thank you again. Swedish Viking Powers, says Wildman. Swedish Viking Powers indeed. Rigged Fallout is here. Subscribe and Vams and Prime. Rigged Fallout, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the stream. This is with a skeleton farm, people are saying. Yeah, Iskal's going to give me a tour of that soon. That's something I want to do in a future episode. Go check that out and see where all these skulls are coming from. Right, that is much safer for our needs, isn't it? And I'm out. No, I'm not. Another way to figure out where you need to do this stuff is just to look for pigmen. You see pigmen in a particular part of the hub, it's a sign. You see what I mean? This stuff right here, they can spawn on it. Right, let's fill that gap in. Cool, that'll do us for now, I think, peeps. What's chat saying? What's the best way to remove bedrock nowadays, says Flash. Do a search on YouTube, that's what it is. I don't know. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support, as always. Truly do appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me and checking out the stream. We'll do a raid, as we so often do. So, again, big thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thank you to all the people hanging out in chat. Thanks to all the people just watching. And I'm going to send you over to the Draft Morgue, who's probably doing amazing stuff in survival, right? You know how it goes. Peeps, I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.